¿Con camarada? ¿Qué necesitaba?
¿Pedazos de paipa?
¿Pedazos de paipa de qué? Que tú no tienes paipa, ¿eh?
Sí, hombre, ahí está recargada de chile.
Ah, no. No, pero andan poniendo, pues allá no están, mira, los otros pedazos de paipa que están allá. Andan poniendo paipería y todo los días. No, andan poniendo paipería ahí. Pero tú no quieres. Ay, hay chingos de pedazos de paipa.
¿Dónde?
Alright guys, so that was the shooting portion of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's get into the review. Now, the range I took the rifle to only went out to 100 yards. I really wanted to take it out further than that, so unfortunately I was not able to. But had a lot of fun. Basically what you saw at the beginning of the video was just me kind of sighting in the scope and just kind of playing around with it and see what it could do. Gonna go ahead and do a full review today because I put about 160 rounds through the rifle. Which for a bolt action is more than enough to really get a sense of how, how good this rifle is. Is it reliable? Is it dependable? How does it shoot? Is it accurate? Of course, when you're talking about a bolt action, reliability and dependability are really kind of implied because it is such a simple mechanism. But I want to go ahead and do a full review today. Let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way and I'll tell you what I think of the rifle. This is the Savage Axis. This particular model is in 223. Now, these can also be had in 243, 270, 308, and 30-06. This particular model, okay, comes with a 22-inch barrel and it's right at about, I think like 43 and a half inches overall. Weighs in at about just a hair under 6.5 pounds. It's got a box mag, detachable box mag, holds 4+1. Now I was able to get 5 rounds in there. You wouldn't want to store 5 rounds in there because you might do damage to the spring. But if you're just going to the range, you can shove 5 rounds in there because you're going to immediately be shooting them. Yeah, 4+1, 5+1, whatever you want to call it. It's got a 1 in 12 twist. So those are kind of the general overall specs on it. It does have a Tang safety, which I do like. Okay. I think it's a really good place for it. It's perfect for left-handed or right-handed shooters. It's just in a really good position there. Okay, I really like that position on it. I will tell you that the rifle only comes with the rifle. It does not come with scope mounts. It does not come with rails on it. It does come drilled and tapped so that you can go ahead and add some rails on there if you want, but that's it. Other than that, just comes with the rifle. Of course, for what you're paying for it, you really wouldn't expect too much more than that, and I'll go into the price on that in just a bit. Overall, I was extremely happy with the rifle. It shot far better than I can. There was one thing that I want to go over here in just a little bit that I think was affecting the shooting of the rifle, or my personal ability to shoot the rifle. But overall, this is the first target I put up at 100 yards, and it's kind of scattered out. You didn't see me shoot at this target because this was me trying to get the scope sighted in. I started out kind of high and right and kind of slowly worked my way in until I had this little group right here. Okay. Then I've got this group down here, which is a little bit bigger of a group. It was kind of windy. I don't know if you could tell from the video. But down here we've got probably 1.5 inch group. This one's, I don't know, 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch, something like that. And I've got this group here. For some reason, I don't know, I had two pretty close together and then two flyers up here. Don't know what happened. I'm sure that's me and not the rifle. Then we have this target right here. This is the one you saw me shooting just a little bit. And I kind of danced around and kind of eventually dialed it into where I was getting in down here. And that definitely tells me it's me, not the rifle, as far as shooting. Did have a couple flyers, as you can see on the video. I think, I don't know if it was like this one and this one, but for the most part I worked them down in until I got on target. So overall, really happy with how the rifle shot. It shoots a hell of a lot better than I can. Now what I was shooting at the range was this stuff right here. This is the Federal Bulk 223. This is just a 55 grain stuff, same stuff that I use in my ARs. You know, I buy the cheap crap. I'm a cheap bastard. If it won't shoot the cheap stuff, I don't want it. Basically, is how I feel about these guns. But overall, really impressed with the rifle. It did fantastic. I mean, it was easily a good enough rifle. You could take it out and go hunting immediately, whatever. You know, it was just a great rifle. I was extremely happy with it. Now for a couple of things that I wasn't too happy about on the rifle. First off is the stock itself. It's kind of cheap and plasticky feeling. Now, again, going back to what I paid for it, which I'll go over in a minute, you know, I don't really care. The thing that bothered me the most was the trigger, okay? It's got a pretty rough trigger, okay? I believe it's about a 6-pound trigger. Now, on a rifle, that's a little ridiculous. And I think that's part of why I was having problems shooting high right on this gun, is because it's a very heavy trigger. Now I will be doing a trigger job to this rifle, and I'll be doing a video on that to show you guys how to do it. I don't think the trigger being what it is enough to make you not want to buy this rifle, because hands down I was extremely impressed with it. Extremely happy. It was just a great rifle to shoot. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Now down to price. What does this thing cost? I paid $269 plus tax out the door. Okay, so under $300. That's regular price. This was not even on sale. Okay, under $300 for a rifle that I was extremely happy with. Screw the trigger, screw the stock. It's damn well worth the price of admission. Okay, this is a good rifle. If you're in the market for something and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want a good bolt action, I can easily recommend it. I was extremely impressed with it. Very happy that I picked it up. You can't beat the price. Savage is a good brand all around. Again, gonna do a trigger job on it, but it's very simple. So all in all, I give it 2 thumbs up. It's a great rifle. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Questions, comments, video responses, send them my way. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.